guys, welcome back to Jordi's Corner. I'm Jordi, this is my corner. Anyways, in this first couple clips, I referenced the last video. The last video was obviously the Itzy Aespa one, but that's because I filmed this before the Itzy Aespa album unboxing, but I filmed this after my reorganizing collection, so yeah, just keep that in mind. Hi guys, welcome back to Jordi's Corner. I am Jordi and this is my corner, and today, as the title says, we are setting up my XO collection. In my last video, where I kind of reorganized pretty much everything, changed almost everything around, I mentioned that I was going to start collecting OTXO. In the process of collecting OTXO, I'm also collecting... I've made the decision, because it's not a lot, but it is a lot, but because he is one of my olds, I'm going to be collecting hopefully every single Kai card. Now, this is not set in stone. It is, if things get to the point where there's certain cards that I just cannot find, or, you know, whatever the situation may be, then I will, you know, pull them, like the Chinese cards or, you know, older cards. But for the most part, or even some of these solo cards that it's just like, okay. And it's like I need one card for an album and I can't find it, or I don't, you know, whatever. So yeah, I have two templates here, both from this person on Twitter. And yeah, we're gonna kind of make fillers. I already pulled all of the existing fillers I had. I did make some of his Chinese fillers, and then I was like, wait, I wanted, because I was editing, right now I'm editing the last video. So I already went through this one. No, I already went through this one. Because I already had most of these set up. It was just like the Chinese versions, or just, you know, little things like that. And then I wanted to make sure I had all of these, because again, there was some of these I wasn't collecting, but now I'm going to collect. But now we're gonna set up get his solos. So yeah, let's go ahead and get back into it. I'm gonna put you guys into time lapse while I do the fillers. Okay, sorry, I switched you guys from my right side to my left side because it was hurting my shoulder, honestly. But yeah, let's go ahead and I'm gonna lay out all of his fillers again, but like in chronological order first, so that I can have everything in the binder in chronological order. So we have Mama, XOXO, Growl, Great Adventure Flash, just fucking fire. Overdose, Exodus, Memory, Sing for You, Lotto, next is For Life, The War, Power of Music, Universe, then we have Tempo, Love Shot. So his first solo, or is it Super M? Super M. Wait, was his solo before or after Super M? Hold on. So Super M. Obsession. That's Super 1. Then Kai's solo debut. So I just finished making all of our fillers. Hold on, let me turn my music down. Just finished making all of the fillers, so now we're going to put them into a big pile and we're gonna put them into the binder. This is gonna be kind of weird because again, I'm collecting OT from Exist Forward. So his 2 Exist cards are gonna be on a page before that. I don't know how many pages we're gonna need, honestly. But again, like I said in that last video, this is going to primarily be the EXO binder. Yes, the other NCT units are going to be in here, but it's primarily EXO. EXO, Shinee, and then basically it's my SM binder. I have pages in here that were already in here, but we're going to put some more. You know, just to be safe. We're just a lot because whatever we don't use, we can obviously just put back, you know? Because again, I do need to look at Chanyeol and Minho as well, because I need to set up for Minho's comeback as well. Not that they've dropped album details or anything, but I'm just gonna kind of assume. So this is EXO, so yeah. I'm just put everything in here. So let me kind of talk about how I got into EXO while we do this. Super M. Yeah. Basically, obviously I've always known, basically ever since I got into K-pop, I've known who Kai is, and I've been in love with Kai. Basically from the first moment I saw Kai, I was in love, and sadly that was right around the time of the Rover era. Because again, I got into K-pop like, I think the best way to describe the time I got into K-pop is beginning of the Born Pink World Tour. So if you're a Blink or you're just know who Blackpink are, then you kind of know that that tour started in November 2022. That's really when I started getting into K-pop. Obviously, I'd been exposed to K-pop before that. I've mentioned it many times on this channel. Through Blackpink and BTS, but also just, you know, other ways as well. But, that's really when I gave in and decided to start actually listening to K-pop and everything. So I've always known who EXO were, and I've always known who Kai was. Because again, also for longest time, I want to say like the first 6-8 months I was into K-pop, I was a very big Blink. And we all know that Jennie and Kai, you know. Anyways, so whatever. So that was my first exposure to Kai, was of course through Jennie and Blackpink. And, you know, hearing about how they used to, like, be a thing or whatever. Honestly, I don't really care because, again, the idol's lives are the idol's lives. If they're dating, they're dating. If they're not, they're not. Oh, well, mind your business. Because guess what, babe? I hate to say it, and I'm going to bring it up a little bit in this video, too. It's none of our business what they do in their personal time, as long as it's not illegal or against the law. Or, you know, other situations, like, you know who I'm talking about. But if it's a thing where like, oh, Jennie and Kai are dating, okay, mind your business. They're adults. Grown adults at that. Anyways, I'm gonna get into my soapbox real quick. Anyways, oh my god, are we getting to our first Kai photo card? We sure are. Our first Kai photo card. Oh, I want to double see. Since I'm here, might as well. Because I do want to double sleeve my entire collection, but again, like I said in the last video, I'm only going to start double sleeving my olds for right now, just because I'm already in their binders. I might go into my other collections and do it as well. But yes, also, those of you who always comment about my nails, enjoy them while they last. It's finally happened at my job, where now my big bosses are on me about my acrylics now, so now I can't have them anymore. Because for the longest time, I've been able to kind of get by. I mean, obviously, I've known I'm not supposed to have them, so I'm not even upset about it. It's just, it's sad because I've been able to go over almost 2 years with, you know, getting away with having them. But I say getting away like I broke a law. It's just not recommended by, you know, the health department. Anyways. But I've also never, anyways. So, but now that it's been said to my GM about it, now he has to enforce it, so it sucks, but I can still get my nails done. I just can't have acrylics. They also need to be neutral, but, you know, for holidays and whatever, I'm going to kind of push the limits just a little bit because, again, it's a holiday. Let me have my Christmas nails. Let me have my little snowman and my little, you know, red and green. It's Christmas. Have some holly jolly spirit. Anyways, I really hope my district manager is not watching this, which, honestly, knowing him, he probably could be. If you are, hey, nice to see you. Don't know why you're on a K-pop video. But, hey, what is on this card? Oh, that's the background. I did the same thing when I got the card, too. But anyways, so yeah, I fell in love with Kai from, like, first glance. And I've been whipped for Kai ever since. And I really, truly got into EXO. Because, again, when I got into K-pop, EXO wasn't really an active group. Because, you know, military, but also, you know, the current, you know, the lawsuits and everything. But Kai was dropping Rover. And I remember the whole Rover era because I was like, oh my god, Kai's dropping an album. And I never bought it. But again, I also somehow missed the whole part where everyone besides me knew that Rover was his last album before he went to, you know, M-word. I forgot one filler in his first session. I'm gonna write his keynote. I don't think I'm gonna collect it, but I'm gonna write it down anyways. Cause y'all know I don't collect keynotes or anything like that, but we're gonna put it down. No promises. Anyways. But yeah, I got... And then, you know, Rover happened, and then he did his promo cycle for it, and I was so in tune, because it was around the same time that Twice dropped Ready to Be, and, you know, Twice is one of my top groups. Speaking of top groups, hold on, BRB. I don't know if y'all have seen on Instagram the people who were like, oh, there was, like, one of those little, you know, add your things, and it was my favorite music guru. So I printed mine out after posting it, right? So my top 10 artists, or like my top artists for the last 4 weeks, are ITZY, NCT 127, NCT Dream, Stray Kids, Wavy, The Boys, Twice, aespa, Nicki Minaj, Jaehyung, Nicki Minaj being the only, well, hold on, never mind, take it back, Zero Base One, EXO, NCT Wish, Ariana Grande, and then Hypen. Nicki and Ariana being the only 2 Western artists makes sense. So that's the last 4 weeks, but for the last 6 months, it's been ITZY, Stray Kids, 127, Dream, Twice, The Boys, Wavy, aespa, Ariana, 17, EXO. Are we noticing a trend here? But for my last 4 weeks, Kai is number 38. And I think besides Taehyung, he's the only one of my olds that is on here. No, Lucas and Mark are on here too. But they're 49 and 50. But again, they both have like 3 songs like between the 2 of them. And then I also printed out my, for the whole year, hold on. So for my whole year, it's Stray Kids, ITZY, Twice, 17, Blackpink, Ariana Grande, 127, Dream, and Hypen, Nicki, Tomorrow by Together, or TXT, The Boys, Taylor Swift, aespa, Wavy, and, you know, EXO's number 19. So EXO's been in the top 20 all year. So I'm actually really interested to see what my rap's gonna look like, honestly. Because last year my rap was very skewed because I didn't use Spotify for like, I think 6 months last year, or 4 months, something like that, because I had gotten a pair of AirPods and they came with free Apple, like a free 3 months of Apple Music, or discounted or something like that. So of course, whenever that happens, I switch over to Apple Music. But yeah, looking at all these cards that I'm setting up for Kai, I'm starting to wonder if this is a good decision, but anything for Kai. I love him so much, and I'm so glad he comes back in February. I want to have some progress. I think my hyper focus for him is going to be everything from Coco Bop through Obsession. Maybe his Exist cards, but I'm gonna kind of collect his exist cards alongside the rest of the group. So just whatever cards are cheap. Because y'all know I do like to be a little cheap when it comes to my photo cards. Brand new fire. You sing it together and it's in the sun. I'm shining like a star. Sorry, I'm listening to Born to Be by ITZY right now. Which I'm actually, that's another thing, is I'm really interested to see what my top song is going to be. I think it's going to be Born to Be. If it's not Born to Be, I will genuinely be surprised because I've had Born to Be on repeat since January 8th. Or, yeah, January 8th when it came out. Another Kai photo card. Oh, another Kai photo card. Which means we need to double sleeve. Now let's turn it up now. Born to be, 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 wild and free. Never mind the head though, I'ma say it louder. Think about you, did I always hit harder? Born to be. Peaches, peaches, peaches. Oh, speaking of peaches, I finally have started listening to that whole album. Because I've been slowly, what I've been doing with Kai is I've been slowly listening to all of his solo albums. Because his solo albums are so musically inclined. I don't know if that's the right word. That they're also very dynamic, but also very intense. In the sense that there's such a musical landscape that you could spend weeks, honestly, digesting it all. And that's kind of what I've been doing with his solo albums. It's kind of just, I've obviously listened to all three of them, like back to back, whatever. And like any of his other stuff too, outside of EXO. But like, I mean, actually sit down and truly like pop my AirPods in full blast and just tune out the world. Because that's just kind of what I feel when I listen to Kai, is that I can do that. And it's just, I don't know. There's just something about the way that his songs are. They just make me truly feel like I can completely zone out, tune out the world, and just escape for a little bit. And that's just how I feel about all of his solo albums. But recently I've been really getting, because I was really into Rover. Obviously, because that was my first real Kai album. And lately I've been really listening to a lot of Peaches. Peaches especially, because that song is just so... There's so many layers to that song. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, I love it. There's so many layers. I knew I wasn't going to read all these pages. I just wanted to see. I've been trying to keep, like, yesterday, one of the other reasons why I didn't really talk that much when I filmed that last video was, one, I didn't have much to talk about. Well, there is stuff to talk about. It was just, anyways. And two, I said it in that video, there's a lot going on in my brain right now when it comes to the Sungkwan situation. And I don't want to talk about it in this video, because this video is about Kai and EXO. But it is an SM related video, so I will kind of talk on it a little bit. And kind of talk about where I am right now as an SM company stan. I feel like I'm conflicted because... And maybe this is where some people can tune in, you know, chime in the comments and kind of tell me what they think. But I feel conflicted as a company stan because, again, I love so many groups. I mean, we just went through my top groups, right? I mean, half of my top 10 are SM groups alone. So, like, it's kind of weird to think about not supporting them. And I wasn't, but I ended up caving. And now I'm back to streaming EXO and everything and aespa, because aespa had their comeback. And we'll talk about aespa's comeback, not today. We'll talk about it on Friday. Because hopefully this video will go up tomorrow, because today, right now, it is tomorrow, because it is 12 o'clock in the morning, but fingers crossed, I will get this video up tonight, because it's now Thursday, and then tomorrow, I will be going and buying ITZY and aespa's albums, because they both dropped, and they'll both be dropping in Target on the same day, and fingers crossed, Target will not do me dirty this time. I did this, but I also need to put Chanyeol in here. But Chanyeol will go after Exist. Or should I put Exist first? then Kai, then Chaniel. That sounds like a good plan, actually. We'll put the OT sets, and then Kai. I was gonna keep Kai, like, in, like, the other binders, but I was like, you know what? This is gonna end up becoming the EXO / Shiny binder anyway, so I might as well just set it up. Nothing gonna stop me, nobody. So let's go ahead and put Chaniel in here behind Kai. And then I can always just add Kai stuff, you know, where I need pages for Kai. And then back here, unfortunately, Minho's solos before hard. And I don't want to shift everything, but I'm going to, because I want it to be in chronological order. Bum 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 buddy, I just do upsell nobody. I will not be doing OT with Shiny, just because that's just not a very smart idea. You know, at least, especially if I'm already doing OT EXO. We love a self-aware king. How many photo cards is there? I'll be right back. I need to pull up a template. Okay, so we are back. I had to pull up some templates for Minho because I did not set up for all of his solo cards for some reason. And that is perfectly okay. We will do that now. Or did I only set it for my favorite ones? I set it for my favorite ones, that's why. Boom bada boom ba, rocking up the bit like, nah, switch up the back. Speaking of solos, I already pre-ordered his keyring for his album because I was not doing the same thing I did with Jaehyung, where I didn't, and then guess what happened? It sold out. And now you can't fucking find it anywhere. So let's be getting complete as many. Okay, so yeah, I only set up for my favorite cards because I didn't want to collect all of his cards. That's right. And then I need to do the same thing for his album cards because honestly, I have some in here and I just look at them and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't need all that. So let's go ahead. Even though his cards only, like, for group, only takes up 2.5 pages. Yes, we want Lucifer, yes. We're gonna find out which of me we're gonna get. Of us, everybody, odd, married to the music. One. Episode 2, episode 3, epilogue, fake reality, jewel case. I already have the jewel case card, okay. Atlantis. This is where it gets fun. It's these we need to go through. Runner, maker, dreamer. I didn't even set up for play, which is fine because that card's expensive as hell for no reason. I want to see you shake. I want the S mini. I want this. Only want that one. That one. And this one. Okay, there we go. We're not collecting those 3 anymore. So Chase is first. I would love to collect all of his cards, but since Shiny is still a completely active group, they're very expensive, especially since they're now legendary group. And the fandom is still very active, by the way. I don't remember who it was. I was watching somebody who collects them, like OT, and she was like, yeah, sometimes it's hard because we are still an active fandom. And I was thinking, that's kind of real. I know that these are already, but I'll just take these out real quick. So just grabbing a whole new page. See, the problem is this is his upcoming album is a solo album and not a normal SM group album. So I can't just be like, oh, it's gonna be 1 card per version. But I also can't be like, it's gonna be 3 cards per version. I mean, I could, because technically his last album was 3 cards and then 2. But also, I don't even know how many versions he has. I haven't looked at that yet. Because his comeback's not till the end of this month, so I wasn't even worried about it, and I'm not buying it anytime soon. His comeback is literally the first week of November. So I don't know how many photo cards there is or nothing. There's 2 photo book versions, so I'm assuming if it's anything like Chanyeol's was, I might just wait to set him up until I see the cards, because for Chanyeol they gave him 2 photo books, the special and the S Mini, and yeah, and then for Minho he has 2 photo books, a digipack, a keyring, and a box. And I think the box is basically the exact same thing as Taemin for Guilty. Hopefully he doesn't leave SM after this though. Although I don't see Minho leaving SM. But then again, we were all surprised, well, not all of us. Some of us, I am some of us, were surprised to see Taemin leave. But yeah, I think it's funny how half the group is still with SM and the other half is just gone. So yeah, we'll leave these here for now and we'll set his up later. So it's everything for Shinee and Kai. So I think it's everything for EXO. Wish is set up. I did think about moving Sion just like I did for Kai and Minho, but I think we'll leave him for now. And then we have Rise, which I don't know what I'm doing with his collection yet. I'm still going to collect it, and I'm thinking about potentially starting it back up now. Because again, buying the cards from Poké Market is not like buying them from SM. I'm so sad because I made a comment in my last video about this and how I should probably go buy his card before it goes up in price. Yeah, it's sold out everywhere. And the only place I've seen his Get a Guitar card, the 1 card I needed for him, for Sunghan, the only place I've seen that has it is $80. I'm not spending $80 on a piece of fucking card, photo card. Absolutely not. I need to finish Perfume. This is ridiculous. This is genuinely ridiculous. It's like, I can buy all the cards right now if I really wanted to. But I just keep putting it on the back burner. So yeah, I think that was everything for EXO. Let's go ahead and do Twice. This is everything I was gonna do last night, or yeah, oh, my bad, y'all. I did not mean to, anyways, I did not mean to do that. The problem is I was gonna do all of this last night after I got home from work and add it to yesterday, like to the last video, but I gave up. Now I need my other Rise binder. AKA my Sungchan. This binder cover is gonna make me sad every time I see it. My Sungchan Anton non-photo book collection binder. Which I'm only really collecting Sungchan, but then for certain things like member versions I'll collect Anton as well. Because Anton is very popular. Rightfully so, because I'm in love with him. Do I still have the strategy photo? Yes, I do. I have what, 4 pages? Is that enough? Is that gonna be enough? Well, there's 5 cards per member for the standard. 1 card for the digi. Oh, and 1 pre-order card, so we need... And then the highlight version has 2 photo cards. We're just gonna grab some more pages. Plus, they haven't announced a Nemo yet, but that's like JYP's thing now, so I'm expecting a Nemo to come out. Also, I do need to make a spot here for Sana's Misamo cards for this upcoming album. I'm only gonna collect her solo cards. I'm not gonna try to collect all of them. I'm not even gonna put myself through that. I love these fillers, and I really wish I had more. But I don't. So we're gonna use this stack because who has time to be going to the store and buying a bunch of fillers? So yeah, let's go ahead and look at all of our album details. Make sure that they didn't drop anymore and I just didn't see it. Like any more versions. I'm not seeing any, so. But let me go to album real quick. Also, Dream announced their comeback. Fun times. So yeah, they didn't announce any more versions so far, so let's go ahead and go off with the ones we have. There's 5 cards per member, plus we have OT9 sets, as they always do, because Division 3 is just so generous with photo cards when it comes to twice. Not that I'm complaining, let me make sure that's clear. So that's those. So it looks like, according to these backs, we have 2 for the step 1 version, 2 for step 2, and 1 for step 3. I've always hated that. I never understood why we did that. And we need 2 for this, for the digipacks, and then 2 for the highlights. And that was Meg's thing. Okay, so. I'm gonna put sticky notes on these real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, so we are back. I just, off camera, because I had to turn my phone up a little bit, but also, like, I was taking a little bit of a break. Off camera, I went ahead and double sleeved everything in here. So, yes, we have some progress we need to make up in here, I will admit. We are about 4 albums behind. Including Dive. But that is okay. My prio for this collection is to get one of the albums done, whether it's Ready to Be or With You. Obviously, that's not completely true because there's going to be some cards I'm not going to be able to get. But yeah, so I went ahead and did that. So let's go ahead and pull up our album details again. And we're going to make some fillers. Let me put them over here. Actually, I don't know why I brought my tablet over here. Let's go make some fillers. So we're gonna use pink for them. And yeah, so I'm gonna make the fillers in time lapse, and we'll come back, put them in live, and we will wrap this video up. So yeah. Okay, so I just finished making all of the fillers for now, because I do have a feeling that there's going to be more versions, primarily in Nemo and whatever. But, so we are currently on With You, so we need to go flip back, behind Dive. Okay. So yeah, I am truly very excited for this comeback. I was at work when they announced it, and I genuinely was like, wait, 2 twice comebacks in 1 year? I said, well, and we got a solo comeback, a solo debut, a subunit comeback, a Korean comeback, a Japanese comeback, and now we're getting another Korean comeback. We're getting a feature, the Megan Thee Stallion song, which I'm really excited to see what that's going to be like. I have no expectations going into it. I genuinely have no idea what it's going to be like. I have no expectations going into this album. Except that it needs to be on the same level as With You. That's my only expectation for this album, because With Youth is probably, in my opinion, and you can disagree if you want to, and that's totally valid, With Youth is one of their best albums. Cohesion-wise, because, you know, there's always been a problem with cohesion when it comes to JYP groups, and just K-pop in general. I've noticed that is a big problem in K-pop, where cohesion is just very much never there. Maybe 2 fillers. And you know what? That's okay, because a lot of the times, with how often these groups release albums, like, I understand it, because again, it's like, you're trying to push a title track. But when it's groups like Twice, who are now at that point in their career where they're dropping like 1 album a year, well, that's what we've got the last 2 years, but apparently not this year. Just do a little flip of the whole binder while I finish my talk, a little rant. Yeah, so I only didn't use that many pages. So yeah, but we really we're getting fed this year as Onces. And rumor has it they're going on tour next year to celebrate their 10-year anniversary. And I'm so excited because I missed them on the Ready to Be World Tour. And I regret it so much because I loved the set list. I loved everything. And I could have easily gone to Atlanta, but again, I was 19 when they came through. Now I'm 20, and by the time that they come next year, hopefully, I'll be 21. So I'll be a little bit more willing to go places by myself. So yeah, here's our new album. If they don't announce any new versions, which I don't think I think they will. There has to be Nemos. You know how it is. JYP loves their Nemos. If not, then we will get a pop set to go here to finish off this album. But yeah, that is everything for Jihyo and Sana, aka that's everything for Twice. So let's go ahead and wrap this video up. Okay guys, so that was everything for today's video. We set up both Twice's new comeback as well as my SM Entertainment binder. And yes, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I will see all of you in the next one. Bye.
Nothing is about being your number. You're 106 and I'm 94.